Screen 7. Harvester Games. Harvester oyunuyla bir alakası var mıdır acaba? Rusça yazılar var burada. Galiba 18 yaşla ilgili bir uyarı. New game, load game options. Gerçi niye Rusça yazı vardı onu anlayamadım. Herhalde oyun orijinal olarak Rusça mıydı yoksa? Şans. New game diyelim.
My name is Susan Ashworth.
Susan Ashworth.
I live alone in this old 2-bedroom flat. I rarely go outside.
Çok az nadiren dışarı çıkıyormuş. 2 yatak odalı bir evde oturuyormuş.
Some would say it's a lonely life, and I guess that's true. But I don't like people's company. Not lately, anyway.
Bazıları bunu yalnız yaşam dermiş ama etrafında biri olmasını sevmiyormuş.
These days, and I will miss them dearly, but they will understand, like they always have.
Sadece kedilerini seviyormuş falan.
Teacup
Sadece
stays with
onları
me till the end.
özleyecekmiş.
He watches me.
Tam işte Robinson Crusoe türü.
Because earlier tonight, I swallowed a whole bunch of pills. They're legal, of course, prescribed by my doctor for my sleeping problems. But I've taken 34 of them.
Hadi psikiyatristin
and now the room around me spins
verdiği ilaçlar
in a blurry
bunlar.
tango as my heart slows down.
Onları yutmuş işte.
Any second now, I will be dead. I feel calm. I'm ready for
Herhangi bir
it.
saniyede ölebilirmiş. An meselesiymiş ölmesi işte.
I've only got one thing to say now.
Söyleyeceği tek bir şey varmış.
Thanks for nothing. Goodbye.
Hiçbir şey için teşekkürler. Bye bye diyor ablamız. Kedi ablamız. Ne diyor bu ya? Sanki Rusça gibi bu da. House in the Woods. Çalılardaki, yani ormanlıktaki ev. Harvester Games. Presence. Sol sağ hareket ettiriyoruz. Kilitliymiş ev. Son. Sanki buraya tuhaf bir şekilde yönlendirilmiş gibi, yani girmesi gerekiyormuş gibi. İşte bir şekilde kilidi çözüp, yani kilidi açıp girmenin bir yolunu bulmalıymış. Bayrak ne? Biz şimdi cennete mi geldik? Ne oldu? Araba var burada. Otobüsün içine giremiyoruz herhalde. Game. Polonyalı mı? Rus mu? Oyun yapan. Herhalde Rus. Benim yolumu engelliyor. Benim önerimi engelliyor diyor. Bakın bu içinde varmış, görelim. Kilitli.
What's making that noise? Hello? Who's there? Answer me.
Allah Allah. Ne orada? Odanı hadi. Kendi vücudumuzu görüyoruz. Cesedimizi. Burada ne yapıyor? Çok sakin duruyorum diyor. Şimdi bile biraz ışıldıyormuş gözleri. Aa, anahtar var. Herhalde o evin kapısını mı açacağız bununla? Ne yapacağız? Kuş sesleri geldi sanki. Aa, geyik. Şu değilmiş. Şöyle. Herhalde düğme şu tahtaların arkasında mı? Allah Allah, oyunun müzikleri ne acayip ya, sürekli değişiyor. Kendi vücudumuz ağaca asılmış. Korkmam gerekirdi ama kendimi boşlukta hissediyorum diyor. Nedir o, anahtar mı diyor. Allah Allah. Ulaşamıyoruz.
I can't remember this place. Am I lost?
Ben burayı hatırlayamıyorum. Kayıp mı oldum? Harbiden nereye geldik biz şimdi? Allah'tan benim kafam şey değil buralara diyor. Hava yanıyor. Hayda. Hiçbir şey anlamadım şimdi. Allah Allah. Ve Allah Allah, şimdi başka yere geldik. Kargayı takip edince. Oha. Öbür taraftan çıkmış olduk. Sanki uyuyor gibi duruyorum. Cepleri boş. Anahtarı aldık. Müzik değişti.
Welcome to my house, Susan Ashworth. I have been waiting for you, my dear. I knew you would turn up one fine day like this.
Who are you?
I have so many names, it's hard to pick one. But I'm curious, who do you think I am?
Ölüm müsün? Yaşlı kadın mısın? Yani ormanda yaşayan tanrı mısın yoksa şeytan mı? Hangi cevap versem? Şeytan mısın diye sorayım.
Are you the devil?
I know you don't believe in God. If there is no God, is there a devil? I'm something else entirely. I come when there's something to take, but I never give anything back. I am doom, but I'm salvation too.
Bir şey almaya gelirim ama asla geri vermem
by
diyor.
most, but adored by some also. Some like yourself, Susan.
Don't flatter yourself, old lady. I don't even know you.
Well, that's not quite right. I've been around for a while, keeping you company. Always there, you know? Always there. Long enough to know everything about you.
Nobody knows everything about me. Not even myself. What is this place?
This, my dear, is my humble kingdom, and this house is my castle. I rarely invite people in, just like you. I like my solitude. But you are a special guest, and I'm going to make an exception.
Me? Special? I can tell you now that there's nothing special about me, lady.
Don't bring yourself down, Susan Ashworth.
Benim özel bir şeyim yok
Today
diyor.
you are my guest of honor.
Hayda. Benim evim, benim şatom falan diyor.
What will happen next?
Sonra ne olacak?
Depends on you, Susan. Inside my house, there are dark hallways that lead to places you don't want to see. But there is also something that will make you want to return to where you came from and cherish every single little breath you take. I'm going to make you an offer, Susan. It's a chance only a fool would refuse.
Okay. An offer?
Teklifte
What
bulunacakmış
can you offer
bize.
me?
Let's come inside. It's getting cold out here.
Soğumaya başladı diyor.
A lonely seashore.
Please don't touch anything, dear.
I wasn't going to.
You lied to the whole world, Susan. And you lied to yourself.
Sen herkese yalan söyledin ve kendine de yalan söylüyorsun diyor. Gerçek mi bu diyor. Yoksa rüya mı?
Now we can talk properly, my dear.
Kim olduğunu hala bilmiyorum diyor. Kendi hayatımı aldığım için cezalandırılacak mıyız diye soru.
Will I be punished for taking my own life?
Most people would be, but not you, Susan. You see, I watched you long enough to understand how you feel. I don't expect you to believe me, but I actually have sympathy for you. Who knows, I could be your only friend. The only friend in the whole wide world. So like I said, I'm going to make you an offer. I want to help you. I will give you back your happiness in exchange for a simple task. Your life will change completely.
Bizi
You
cezalandırmayacakmış.
will be yourself again. And you will
Bize bir
soon
görev
forget the sadness
verecekmiş.
that has consumed your heart for years.
I still don't really know who you are.
I go by many names. I've never paid
Seriously.
much notice to what the living call me. But there is one name the fallen ones use when I speak to them. I find it most accurate. The Queen of Maggots.
Kurtçukların
Is
kraliçesi
that
mi?
what you are? Why, maggots?
Because they feed on what's dead and gone.
Uy.
Dead and gone. I guess that's me.
I guess that's me. Takılma mı yaptı?
Is there anyone else here?
I thought you liked being alone. Isn't that why you ran away from everyone? I know what you want, but it's not here. It's gone, and it will never, ever come again.
Yaşamak için bir sebebim yok. Lütfen gitmeme izin ver.
I
Diyelim.
have no reason to live. Please, just let me go. I tried. I really did. But it's never going to be okay.
Who knows, maybe, but one way or the other. This isn't the end of your story. It's only the beginning, my dear, and there are great things waiting for you. Believe me.
I have no reason to live. Please, just let me go. I tried. I really did.
Aynı şeyi söylüyor.
But it's never going to be okay.
Who knows, maybe, but one way or the other. This isn't the end of your story. It's It's only the beginning, my dear, and there are great things waiting for you. Believe me.
What do you want me to do?
Yes, I think it's time to explain. But where are my manners? We're still in the hall. This is not a place for a serious talk. Follow me to the next room. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Sonraki odaya gel. Sana şey göstereceğim diye.
What's your offer then? What can you fix that life has destroyed?
Susan, death can fix nothing. But though we are both dead, I am not death. I might seem just like a strange old woman to you, but I'm just as powerful as gods. And I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I'll need you to go back and face 5 people. They're not ordinary people. They're very special. Just like you. Only in a slightly different
5 kişiyle görüşmemiz gerekiyormuş. Ölüm hiçbir şeyi onaramazmış. Öyle bir şeyler işte.
Those 5 people, who are they?
The parasites. That's what I call them. They don't know each other, but their destinies are bound together. You will have to keep your eyes open and be constantly on guard. Those people will want to get closer to you. They might even pretend they are your friends, but don't let that fool you. They have nothing but cruel intentions. They'll want to
Kötü
hurt
istekleri,
you,
niyetleri
Susan.
varmış hepsinin.
They'll want to kill you.
Hiçbiri arkadaşı değil.
As homeless as they appear, parasites are the evil scum of the earth, and they all deserve to die.
Isn't my life bad enough without them?
You will have a great advantage over them. They don't know that you know. Do you understand what it means? You will become my hunter, serving punishment for their sins. A tool of destruction. A dark angel walking through the river of blood. You'll find your purpose in life and you see for the first time how satisfying it can be.
But how will I recognize them?
There isn't a great deal of people in Susan. You will know when you see them. Bring those deceitful bastards in front of me, and we'll make them regret for everything they've done.
Yaptıkları her şey için pişman olacaklarmış.
I'm a failure. Why did you choose me? Aren't you afraid I will let you down, whatever it is I have to do? Most days, it's enough of a struggle to crawl out of bed. I don't see the point in anything. I just want to disappear. And I hate everyone else because they know how to be happy. Everywhere I turn, there are people filled with hope and will to live. Or people so pitiful, they make me ashamed to be alive. I don't want them. There's nobody there for me. I am alone. I just want to vanish.
This is the very reason I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I know how you feel, because I felt like this myself for a very long time. You and me are very much alike. If you succeed, you will never feel broken again.
What makes you think I want to go back? I finally did it. I killed myself. That's all I ever wanted. And yet, it turns out to be just another failure. I want this suffering to stop.
Dear, dear Susan, you don't realize that the suffering never stops, do you? It only gets worse. This place is a passage between the world of the living and the world of the dead. You enter one of these corridors and you never come back. But you don't cease to exist. You remain.
Are you expecting me to kill them?
No, Susan, I'm expecting you to fight for survival. To do everything you can to defend yourself. I know you're not a murderer. Quite the opposite, actually. You're a good person. But I also know that you don't want to suffer. And those people will want to cause you pain. They won't hesitate. In the end, you might have no choice. Think of it as gardening. If there were weeds among the flowers, you'd pull them out, wouldn't you? You'd get rid of them without thinking twice about it.
I'm not really a gardening type, but I see your point.
I'm glad. And remember this, you are not the only victim. If you don't stop them, the killing will continue. Innocent people will die. You have the opportunity to make the difference.
Herhalde bu 5 kişi
Chance to save yourself.
böyle katiller, tecavüzcüler, pedofiller falan. Uyuşturucu satıcılar herhalde. Ya da dolandırıcılar. Yani bu ölümcül günahlarla ilgili bir şey midir?
I can't do this. It's too much.
Çok fazla bu.
Dealing with criminals is a job for the police, not someone like me.
Indeed, you are weak. That's why I have prepared a special gift for you. Immortality. You cannot die, Susan. You will always return to life no matter what happens to you.
What? This is the last thing I wanted. Please, can't you just let me die?
I've made the decision. As long as they are alive, you cannot die.
Bir rüya olmasına inanmıyorum.
This all must be just a weird dream. I don't believe you.
Susan, see this door here? Let's go inside. I want to show you something that will help you make up your mind. Follow me. Yes, it's you, Susan. Come closer. Say hello.
Çarmıha gelmiş,
I
gelmişiz.
don't want to look at it. Haven't I had enough yet? That body in the ambulance. Then the forest. But this place is... This is exactly what I was trying to run away from. I don't want to be here. Make it go away.
I assumed it would be wise to give you a little taste of the suffering you'd endure. I want you to understand that you can keep going long after you can't. decision. The parasites are coming whether you want it or not. You haven't really got much choice. You must stand up for yourself.
Parasitlerin ne olduğunu
Can you
söyler
tell me
misin?
again about the parasites?
Did you not listen, Susan?
I'm sorry. It's a lot to take in, you know?
Pay attention, Susan. Those people I call the parasites will want to get closer to you. They might even pretend they are your friends. But don't let that fool you. They have nothing but cruel intentions. They'll want to hurt you, Susan. They'll want to kill you. As harmless as they might appear, parasites are the evil scum of the earth, and they all deserve to die. That's why I prepared a special gift for you. You cannot die, Susan. You will always return to life, no matter what happens. Bring those deceitful bastards in front of me, and we'll make them regret for everything they've done.
I take orders from nobody. I'll do it my way.
Kimseden emir
Don't
almam
you
ben.
understand? There is no other way.
Well, I don't know that. Besides, you could be lying to me.
Oh,
How do I know you aren't?
yalan
I'm no
söyleyebilirsin.
murderer. I don't want to be. I'll find another way without you.
What?
Look, I appreciate you giving me another chance. Don't get me wrong. I can see now that I've made a mistake, and I'm ready to try to fix my life. But I really don't like what you're saying. If there's one thing I learned in life, it's that people let you down all the time. If I don't rely on myself, I can't rely on anyone else.
You fool! You damned arrogant fool! You have
Kabul
no
etmedi.
idea what you have just done. But fine, have it your way. In the end, I will be the one laughing at you. I always am.
Sarkastik konuş, onu aşağıda özür dile. Ama şimdi oyunun gidişat değişiyor mu böyle şey yapınca?
Yeah. Don't laugh too hard, old woman. You might break something.
When we meet again, you will beg me on your knees to give you a second chance.
I don't really believe in second chances, so I might have to disappoint you again. Look, this is all just a bad dream. I want to wake up. I'm back in the house. Okay, it'll be fine. I don't need her. I'm sure I'll figure out what to do.
Söndürdük. Bu adam kim ya?
They left me no choice, Alice. Maybe one day you'll forgive me.
Allah Allah.
I think that's enough for now. I think that's enough for now. I think that's enough for now.
Söndürünce birisi mi ölüyor? Ne oluyor?
Strange. The flame seems strong and steady, but there is no smoke. I think that's enough for now. What the? How did I get back here?
Delik var burada. Şimdi ulaşmaya çalış. İkinci gün.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that.
Bizim
It's
psikiyatristimiz mi acaba?
It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Susan değil mi?
Susan.
Hi, Susan. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable.
Valla
I
oyunda
can see your
konuşmalara
brain
göre
functions
senaryo
just fine
değişiyor mu
and there's
acaba?
no
Herhalde
permanent damage
değişiyordur.
of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady,
Allah
Susan.
Allah, kurtulduk
You
mu?
might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please, let them know if you need anything. Take care, Susan. Yeah? Please, don't try to speak.
Doktoru sanki
What did you
mahkum
say?
gibi.
Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second. I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you've done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million.
Huh?
I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
Ne oluyor?
Bad dream?
Yeah, a really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She wasn't well at all, not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask. She had to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course, and as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she. I guess you didn't really want to know that, did you? That's just me and my big gob. Typical. I never know when to shut up.
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then... I woke up here, and I saw you. Can you now tell me who found me, and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry. How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X.
Yeah.
He's a chief of psychiatry in this
Mr. X
hospital.
gibi.
You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Karının bir öldürmemizi istediği.
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe. Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman.
Xavier
but everyone
mı?
just calls him Dr. X.
Professor Xavier mı?
Often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him. But you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you. But Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide
Kesin o magotlardan biri.
but he got some
O kadın
really
dediği
private stuff
doktor.
out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet.
Oha.
So, be prepared for that.
Sure. But it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills. Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman. But everyone just calls him. He comes on the wall. I don't know. All I know that he actually offered me some free.
What are they saying about it?
Oh yeah. Nurses, cleaner, one girl. Stoop. Well, she left. And then, now why do you think that? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one. He's got a... He smells...
Oh.
Now that I think, I'll tell you that he starts... I don't exactly really pray, and we haven't even... So...
Sure, I think... I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up. Right?
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan. This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
İyi babam yoktu diyelim.
He wasn't a good father to me. He was a cold, scary man. Had this wall around him. I could never talk to him about anything. He wouldn't understand. He'd just punish me instead.
Allah Allah,
Maybe
şimdi...
it's his fault I got some wires crossed in my head. Because he never loved me. I've
İyi
always wondered
babamız
what
vardı
it feels
deseydik
like
ne
to have a
olacaktı peki?
loving dad.
Maybe it's not too late to fix
Babam
things
bizi
between
sevmedi,
It
sevmedi,
He's
sevmedi.
dead. Cancer. 6 years ago.
I
6 sene
see.
önce
But
kanserden
it
ölmüş.
isn't too late for you to put things right in your heart. Have you forgiven him?
Why would I? He doesn't deserve to be forgiven. All he did was make my life hell. He destroyed my childhood. He always made me sad. Yes, sad is the word.
It's all true, Susan. But the anger you have kept in your heart all these years isn't doing you any good. Don't you think you would be a better, stronger person if you could rise above it all? Aren't you becoming a bit like him, angry and bitter? Aren't those the things in him you hated most?
My mind is already made up. I will never forgive that son of a bitch. I hope he burns in hell.
Well, if you put it like that. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
Annemiz de mi kötü yapalım? Ne diyelim?
She never
Oh, no.
cared about me. All that mattered to her was the booze, and never me. What I remember clearly from my early years is the image of her, sitting by the window. She'd stare at it for hours, smoking. My dad saw it all, of course, but he was unable to do anything about it. I think he just loved her too much to do anything. They argued a lot. Their fights always take place behind closed doors. It's one way of protecting the child from it all. But children always know. At least I did. I remember every time they fought, I tried so hard to just go to sleep. But sleep never came. No matter how hard I tried not to listen, I couldn't stop. I just couldn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Siktirden nefret ediyorum. Çiçekleri hiç sevmiyormuş. Lan bu da ne kadar antipatik bir kadın türü ya. Eroinmenmiş bu kadında.
I've got enough gloves in my pocket. There's no need to take more.
Şu saatler mi bozuk? Sanki biraz Veronica oynamak istiyor'a bağlandı durum.
Hello? I guess I should wait my turn.
Kırmızı gözlüklerde çekici olduğunu düşünüyordur diyor. Böyleleri çok iyi bilirim. Beyinsiz ve dar kafalı falan. İşlerine kendi vermiş olup.
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks. Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
I was only going to tidy up.
I'm sorry, are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic? Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
I was only going to tidy up.
I'm sorry, are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Excuse me, where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
My name is Mary Smith. Let me through,
Yalan
please.
söyledik.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you, ma'am. You should talk to the doctor first and come back with a letter and some form of identification. Sorry, ma'am, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Right. It seems that a discharge letter is the only ticket out of here. I feel much better now. Can you please discharge me?
I'm glad to hear that. But I can't discharge you until Dr. X sees you. He should be doing his round very soon. Please return to your bed and wait for him, all right?
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
Herhalde öyle biri
I'm
yok.
sorry, a lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name. Can you return to your bed now, please? It's nearly time for your medication. I can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
Eroin Man. Hasta olmalı bu da yanımızdaki. Başka bir intihar girişimi bulunan hasta.
Hi. Are you alright? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I
Tanıdık
mean you no
geliyormuş.
harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I miss her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh,
Anasını
well,
What is my mother's name?
Ben ne bileyim be. Alice, Sarah, Mandy, Anderson. Anne Burton mu diyeyim?
Anne Burton.
No, that's my name. You don't know my mother, you little liar. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
Herhalde dosyalarda mı yazıyordu?
Elizabeth.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Versin.
I'd like to go home now.
Well, so would I. But there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Joan.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Mary?
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Mandy.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
İsim kalmadı be Sarah.
No. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me.
But I know it. Alice.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. If you really are a friend...
But I don't know.
No, of course you don't. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Hiçbiri doğru değilmiş. Öf. Başka şeyler var, bir sürü iğrendirici şey varmış çöpün içinde. Duvarlara bir şey yazmayın diye uyarı var. Bize zahmet veriyorsunuz diye şey yapıyor. Temizleyenlere yani.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Anne Burton, born in 1975.
Let me just check your name back quickly. Miss Ashworth, I think you got a little confused there. Drink this liquid now. It'll make you all better.
Are you insane? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Okay, we are prepared for this. Jim, can you come in, please?
You must be kidding me.
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm going to give you an injection. You'll feel a sharp scratch. Hold it for me, would you? Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Hayda.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I just wanted to remind you that I'm ready to go home.
Oh, is that so? Well, guess what? I haven't forgotten. It takes time. I could lose my job if I don't follow the correct procedures. Why do I bother? I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
I'll have your name, so I can make a big fat complaint.
There is no need for that attitude. First, you are being disruptive when I'm just trying to do my paperwork. And now you are threatening me. Oh, you should know we are only following the doctor's orders here. Now, forget that silliness and let me have a quick look at your wristband. Miss Ashworth, I strongly suggest you take this, all right?
Alalım.
That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better. Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Şu hemşireyi kesmek istiyorum ya ben. Gıcık oldum ona. Aklıma fikir geldi. Tekrar o ilaçları alıp sonra o kalbi kesmeyi deneyeceğim. Yazı kayboldu. Aynadaki.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I wanted to see how long it takes you to answer the bell.
Look, I'm a nurse. I have a lot of paperwork to do. We're doing our best here. It's not my fault that suicidal fruitcakes like you come here and scratch and piss on the bloody walls.
Hey, don't speak to me like that. I'm not suicidal. And I'm not a fruitcake. And I didn't scratch anything, let alone pissing on the walls.
Why do I bother? I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Susan Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that. That's fine. That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquid, please. It will help you relax. It will help you relax. That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better. Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Heh, tam tahmin ettiğim gibi oldu. Bence şey yapayım. Şuna. I will fill it with this drug. Heh, doldurduk. Tamam. Şimdi odamıza geri dönelim.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Evet, şimdi mesela şuna vermeyi deneyelim.
Go away. Please, just leave me alone. Mother's always told me not to accept any gifts from strangers.
Ay ne sinir bozucuymuş bu da be. Bir şeyi de kabul etmiyor. Deus. Drak. Allah Allah. Bu içmek beni öldürür diyor. Şunu mesela bırakalım. Mesela ona verebiliyor muyuz? Allah Allah. Kime verebiliriz ki? Mesela şuradan geçenlerden bir tanesine vermeye denesem.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Right. It seems that a
Tekrar çağıralım şu sinir bozucu hemşireyi.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I pressed it by mistake. Sorry.
Oh. All right. It happens, I guess. I'll see you later.
Ya sonuçta onu da vermek istemediğini söylemişti.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
Sheila mı? Sheila. Nereden öğrendik Sheila olduğunu?
Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat.
Ha, herhalde aynada yazıyordu ismi.
Do you know how to get out of here?
You're not supposed to get out. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see. What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Zaten
Oh, they
aldık
have
ya.
it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
How about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Well, technically you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff.
Vereceğim,
What do you
vereceğim.
say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Yes, go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Poor woman. I've found the thing you asked me for, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes. No matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
Sözümü hep tutarım diyor.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help.
Şimdi tuvalete gidip tekrar çağıralım. Hemşireyi çağırıp kaçtı. Yine çağıralım şu sinir bozucu karıyı.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute. It's the gloves. Again! Guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Şimdi verelim bakalım. Zaten şeyimiz var. Onun bilekliği elimde.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mum. We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Psikiyatristimiz değil miydi
Do
bu?
you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air.
Yakalandık.
Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital,
Dr. X.
but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal. But
burada çalan müzik de Resident Evil 2'deki Saveron müziğine benziyor.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
Böyle diyelim. Ya doğruyu söyleyelim.
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a waitress. I work in a cafe.
You do? Do you like it?
It's okay. I don't mind it. It's just a job.
It's important to keep busy. I'd advise you get back to work as soon as next week.
I will.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
I lie in bed, awake. Can't bring myself to open my eyes.
I see.
I'm scared of the coming day. I know already what'll happen.
And what's that, Susan?
Nothing, really. Nothing at all happens in this stupid, empty life. Sometimes I wonder why I even get dressed. What for? For who? I hardly ever get out of the flat anyway.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Not really. I don't feel that safe at all. How can you feel safe these days anyway? You can be living next door to a murderer who'll blow your head off for a bit of fun. Local kids have set an old man on fire the other day. They filmed him as he burned to his death. I knew this woman. She slipped on a wet bathroom floor, cracked her head open, and broke a leg. She lied there bleeding for 2 days, unable to move. By the time they found her, it was already too late.
Susan, taking risks is a part of life. What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
I know it's silly, but I wish I was better looking.
But you are a beautiful woman, Susan.
Please don't. I have a mirror.
Yani
Have you
işte
ever
hoş biri
attended
değil.
group therapy for depression?
Ya güzellikle good looking, iyi görünümlü olmak aynı şey değil. Yani good looking hoş görünümlü olana denir. İlla güzel olup olması şart değil.
Yes, it didn't help much, as you can see.
Grup
Just
terapisi
something to
miydi?
think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Every night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
I feel like the whole world is against me.
Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Hayır.
Sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
İşte burada uyuşmadığımız kısım.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Well, I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Nothing was making me happy anymore.
Hiçbir şey beni mutlu
There wasn't a
etmiyordu.
single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I tried. I really tried to find something.
Daha iyi
Took a
olur
long
muydu
bath,
diye.
picked up a
Yok
book,
olsam yani.
watched some television, but I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions, and I myself felt obsolete. Needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
People. They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Probably nobody would come anyway. Can you imagine it? Now that's a sad picture. Loved by no one. Missed only by some cats. No tears shed for me. No flowers on my grave. But that's okay. I never liked flowers. I wouldn't miss that.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? what had happened between you two.
I don't really want to talk about this.
Ben bu konu hakkında konuşmak istemiyorum.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But...
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Ne oluyor be?
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here.
Bence böyle biri yok aslında.
The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Aksanı bir tuhaf ya bu kızın.
Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way. Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Hayda, bu olay ne zaman oldu ki? Biraz bana Lost'taki Hurley'nin hapisten kaçışını, aman hastaneden kaçışını hatırlattırdı. O kel adamla beraber.
Liz. What the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz.
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape.
Hayda.
Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
You've lost your mind.
Sen
Get
kafayı
down
yemişsin.
here right now.
Hemen gel
I've made
buraya.
up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Hayda, şimdi doğru cevap vermezse ya da yoksa intihar eder gibi. Ne anlatmıştı ya? Ha, galiba evet, yatak dayanmıştı.
Yeah, she smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay, you have listened.
Ha, doğru bildim.
Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just a blind guess. But I must jump anyway. I have no choice.
Hayda.
Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
Yes, you do. You can choose to come back inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
Striptease yapıyordu. She was a stripper.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
Ha yani dinlemişim işte. Allah Allah.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels when you're trapped and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Valentine's Day. Acaba yanlış cevap verecek olsak ne olacak? Da yani Sevgililer Günü'nde terk ettiğini söylemişti. Hatta şey diyordu. Başka gün bulamamış mı? Beni bırakacak diye. Ama yazık lan. Böyle kadın da yani. Bir de Sevgililer Günü'nü terk etmek.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day. You and I could have been good friends, you know. You really listened to everything I said after all. I'll be back. When you need help, I'll be there, Susan. But right now, it's time for me to let go.
No!
Ya nasıl olsa intihar edecekti.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you were absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning.
Huh?
She's fine.
Yani var mı öyle biri?
I need you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's all right.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your slight cheekbones.
Ne diyor be?
You're a girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
Liz için olmasaydı. Ne oluyor be?
Who are you?
I am the Crow, of course. I will get you out of here. Unless Susan wants to stay. I thought so. There are 2 doors leading out of this place. One of them will simply take Susan back to where she belongs. But behind the other one, there is a great reward for her. It's something she always wanted. Something she longs for every single day.
Where are those doors? I can't see them.
Just walk back to the right side of the stage. Ideally, the Susan can't miss them.
Kargaymış bu. Sembolik bir şey. Karga tabi. Ölüm hayat anlamında. O ne?
That's Susan like my girls. I knew she would.
Whatever they are, tell them to stop staring.
But they are here to guide Susan. They are the guardians of the doors. They know which door she should enter to get her rewards. But there is one problem.
There's always a problem. I'm not even surprised. Which door should I go through?
I will leave that to Susan's own best judgment. But this might be her only chance to find what she had lost. Waste it. And Susan will never get it back. Susan has one question. And she can only ask one of them. She must use it wisely.
Fine, I can do that. But what's the catch?
It's very simple. One of my girls always tells the truth, while the other one always lies.
And I'm guessing you can't tell me which is which?
Rusça mı bu
It's
ya?
something I've forgotten myself a long time ago, Susan. But does it really matter? One question is all Susan needs to find the right door.
Bu ne ya? Ben Rusça anlamıyorum ki. One of them tell lies, one of them tells truth. Birisi doğruyu, biri... Nasıl ki?
So, which door should I enter?
Çok psycho ya. Kim ölüyor? Yerine geçiyor. Ne ya?
You treacherous, dirty bastard. I opened my heart to you, and you stabbed me to death in cold blood. You'll pay for this. I swear you will. But this means the old woman was right. I can't die. I'm immortal. I think it's time to find out how very mortal you are, Doctor.
Mona Lisa.
You're gonna pay for this, you bastard.
Ne ya? İnci küpeli kız var burada. Bu neyin? Venüs. Cesetlerden sanat eseri mi yapıyor bu herif? Bağırma sesi de bana şeyi hatırlattırdı ya. Sad Satan oyunundaki martı sesi. Ay. Bu da galiba Leonardo'nun bir tablosuydu. Gerçek bir bebek mi bu da? He, oyuncak bebekmiş. This. Just ne demek ruhmuş bu da? Doktor bunu koyacak kadar aptal mıymış ki diyor. Peki tamam. Bizim cesedimiz hangisi? Bu ne ya? Wrench. İngiliz anahtarı.
I don't need eyes to enjoy your fear. Scream louder, little bitch. Scream your lungs out. Louder, I said. Yes,
ne yapıyor ya?
This is by far my favorite of songs. Would you like me to dance for you? Unlike you, I know all art needs to be appreciated. Your scream is like a poem without words. Your body, an instrument. I never thought you had it in you, and yet you make every fiber in my body tremble with excitement. Your body will forever be admired, by those like me who understand the only pure and true form of art.
Silah yapmalıyız. Dayan. Kurtaracağım seni. Önce şu silahı yapmalıyım. Şimdi doktoru öldürmeye gidiyoruz. Dayan. Az dayan. Hadi bakalım. What's up, Doc? Bugs Bunny'nin lafı.
What's up, Doc?
Kadının hayatını kurtardım ama neye kendimi çok kızgın hissediyorum.
Thank you. Thank you so much. He would have killed me like the others. The animal. You gave him what he deserved. Who are you?
Bana catlady derler. Diyelim.
They call me the cat lady. Now get out of here. Call the police. I'm going home.
River.
Standing by the river, I wonder, do I need a stone?
Taşa ihtiyacım var mı? Yok.
My heart is heavy enough. It will drag me down for sure.
Kedilerimi de görmek isterim diyor. Normal olan ne? Kanlar içine dönmüşüz. Neyse, sonra devam edelim oynamaya. Niye tantrum yazıyorum, o da ayrı konu ama neyse, tantrum 3 diyelim.